All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on first down. Beck. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go.
On third down. It's Beck, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now it's Lindsey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction.
Let's go.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mahomes firing complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
We got this.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand there, first, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
44's Mike. Check. Hey, me and you all day.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
51, Mike 51.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Keep working.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now after the completion, we're gonna get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
All day, baby, all day.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's get off the field.
On first down, it's back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Beck. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Letting one go deep for the... Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Watch the screen. 44, Mike, 44. Watch switch.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. It got his man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Kill.
Hey, 43.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Beck. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Ready. Watch 49. Watch the out.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. Aguilar has it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st down, Mahomes. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard
Fight on
line.
these two. Fight on these two.
Now here's Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this throw caught left side. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 41, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's back, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll run on first down. It's Beck. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Beck. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, 57.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD,